Okay, so there's actually a good deal of challenge here. This is actually kind of the big grand finale of this playthrough in a sense, even though there's a stage left after it, because it is by far the biggest challenge. And I don't have it all solved yet. It is absolutely technically possible, I'm certain of that much. But that doesn't mean it's easy. The problem is that we have a lot of enemies that we need to deal with, and we have no weapons. So we basically have to start exploiting the game's AI to get off cheap shots over and over again to kill everything. That is not easy to do. So you have to do stuff like this. Thankfully, lots of sweepers in this place that I've checked so far do not actually spawn reinforcements. This guy does, I think. Like, if we check the menu-map, I think some enemies will despawn in a second here. Yeah. But that doesn't matter, because they all spawn next to him, and they don't manage to find me back here. But we're gonna have to do a lot of this, more or less. This is the absolute minimum that we could possibly have to work with, pretty much. This stage literally gives us nothing to facilitate our work, and we have a lot of enemies to deal with. There is one environmental hazard, which I might be able to use on one enemy, which is a crane. So I got some health left there. There's a crane that if you're very, very clever with, you could potentially knock an enemy out with. I may go for that. Kind of just for style, but it also saves you. Well, actually, I don't really know how else to take out that particular enemy in question. There's an enemy that's in a spot where you don't really have any cover to use like this. If you are very careful about using a decoy and you punch them, you have to use a decoy more or less to get them to not pay attention to you, and then you have to shove them under a... Maybe you don't even need a decoy, but you can shove them under a crane with a well-timed punch, effectively, to kill them. Yeah, leave me alone over there. Again, I'm not counting the enemies that spawn by being alerted, because they disappear on their own. Also, they're in infinite supply, so... That's one enemy done. Cool. So there's that. The question is, is there a good way to deal with these two? I don't know if hitting one necessarily implies aggroing the other. It's hard to say. The only way to find out is to try. Sorry. They cannot see you through cars or around them. I know that for sure. Do other reinforcements spawn? Because that could be a problem for me if so. I think so, which means they could... yeah, which means they could in theory spawn in a place that could see or reach me, which is a problem. Actually, wait, I don't remember that crate being over there. Is that just money? I should have seen that before, right? Gonna make sure those other guys despawn. Yeah, that's just money. That's a dark crate. This is gonna take a lot of patience, this particular run. So what I might do is segment this a little bit. I'll show off how I kite each enemy separately, and then just do that without showing the entirety of each one, because it's gonna take an eternity otherwise. And I'm not necessarily going to get it all in one try, either. Some of these are more consistent than others. Thankfully, some of these enemies don't spawn reinforcements that are going to cause us concerns like these guys. These guys seem to consistently not find us, at least, the reinforcements, in this case. I don't know if we'll always be that lucky. Other enemies I've tested, though, after this cart, do not spawn reinforcements. Namely, the guy in the room that the guy that actually brings the cart into the isolated room. That guy does not spawn reinforcements. And there's another one just out in the open that I've killed this way once before, who also does not spawn reinforcements. Couple more hits on this guy. But yeah. Oh boy! You should get a shot off at me. I'll kill this guy, and then I'll just provide demonstrations of how I kill everyone else. And we'll cut around a little bit accordingly. As you can see, though, considering how many hits this takes, you have to be very consistent. There's only one... there are 2 bits of meat in the stage to heal with, so I have 7 hits total in terms of HP, basically. So I can survive 6 hits. That's my leeway. That's 2 more hits on this guy. One more punch on him and he'll go down. Another thing, you do want to wait until the alarm turns off before attacking someone again. The thing is, after you punch someone, you can see they stop for a second to set off their alarm. It's also amazing that the alarm doesn't aggro the guy next to him, but they take a second to set off their alarm. If the alarm is already going off, they won't do that, which means they start shooting at you a lot faster, which is a problem. Anyway, so this guy, I will kite the same way. Yeah, so I'll just keep doing this to deal with this guy. And I'll do a cut to, oh boy. I don't like this one as much. I don't like I have to... Well, I should probably just run behind the cart for this one. Some of these guys get uncomfortably close for my liking, but... Yeah, so I'll continue on this, then I'll cut to me killing the guy, and then I'll get in the cart, and we'll continue from there. Damn, I'm through half the episode already. How'd that happen? Alright, it's just... this stuff just takes a while. Okay, this should be the last hit on this guy, right? Yep. Okay, so that's the first 3 guards taken care of. That is an accomplishment. Unfortunately, we don't get a checkpoint yet. We don't have any checkpoints in this stage, which concerns me greatly. In fact, I'm not entirely certain where all of them are. The next one comes after killing the next guy, though. So, if I remember right, this guy leaves on his own if you just stay in the cart. But if you don't, then something a little different happens. It acts a little strange. If you jump out of this thing immediately, he immediately goes after you. Alarm does not go off, he just goes after you. Nothing here. But then he immediately says, never mind. But this means we can get this guy to stay here so we can take him out in isolation. He does tend to choose awkward positions to... Where'd he go? To stop aggroing in. He'll never turn back around, I don't think. But this guy does not spawn reinforcement, which is very nice. Anyways, we'll keep doing this, and I'll get rid of this guy. And that'll give us a checkpoint. Alright. Sometimes he does turn away, thankfully. Which means he doesn't, he has more of an opening for you to punch him from one side. Other times he'll just face directly at the cart, which is really annoying. Okay, this time I'll die, so let's get rid of him. Cool. So he went way up there. Cool. But after you get rid of this guy, so after he walks out, or you kill him, this cutscene triggers, and that is a checkpoint. Thank God. Thing is, things open up a lot right here. Because now... there are still so many cats to deal with. Are you serious? Alright, you're marked for death next. If I can figure out how to kill you. Can I open the door from down here? Hold on. No? That's annoying. I didn't realize that. Can I open it from either side? Being able to open that door would be very useful for getting rid of this guy. You don't want to be in a totally open space to deal with these guys. Unfortunately, that guy kind of does have a lot of coverage from other guards. Maybe I won't deal with him next. I will have to deal with him. A big problem is this guy right here, because this is the one armored guy. Punching him will take an eternity if we have to kill him that way, but we'll see about it. This thing here, I think, has... yeah, that's meat in there, so that's more health if we need it. So that's the second meat we can find. Why it's under a bunch of lasers, I don't know, but whatever. Next guy we can get rid of is then this one, probably. This guy's a little strange how he behaves. All things considered. Oh. We can stand here safely. This guy has priorities, and they're not very good ones as far as doing his job is concerned. So you wait for him to turn around here. What happens is if you punch him, if you successfully punch him to the right, you'll notice he first sets off his alarm. Then he very diligently walks slowly back to his path. And then he decides that it might be worth running after you. So we can deal with him like this. I'm not sure what the timing is really on what moments you can safely punch him and what moments you can't, unfortunately, so this will probably take me a good while, but you won't have to sit through that, lucky you. You'll see the timer on the top left, though, to see how long I've been doing this. So far, I've not died at all, so that's all time I've actually taken to just kill cats. Yeah, see, this guy he doesn't spawn reinforcements, and he just doesn't chase you immediately. So you have a little bit of time.
Where'd he go?
I might be being too aggressive here. Yep, that's me being too aggressive. Ugh. Yeah, so if he's turned around already, he won't do that, I guess. In case you're wondering, by the way, they can see their boxes. You cannot hide behind boxes. I do wonder. I could also hide over here. This way. Can you see me if I do this? Because I could perhaps attack him on both ways. That way. Don't like having taken a hit, because there's already a finite number of hits I can take, but... oh shoot, that wasn't good. Oh boy. I didn't push him off to the side much. But anyways, you see the strategy now. I'll deal with this guy. Alright, so he does have only 2 hits left, so I'll show these last couple of hits. Shouldn't see me if I'm over here. There you go. I'll play this one kind of safe. Punch him off that side there. It does seem like he will sometimes shoot at you if he's walking back. I think it depends on whether he's facing you as he's walking back. So right there I punched him off to one side and then he was kind of perpendicular to me the way he was walking. Which was very good for me.
Where'd he go?
Very good. So that was to my benefit. But yeah, I did have a few bullets whiz past me while doing that. Okay, so now what? This guy right here I am very tempted to deal with using a decoy. This guy wouldn't get crushed. It would be very fun to do that. The problem is it's just not easy. I probably should have gone for this guy first. After, don't know if I can easily get to you without you seeing me. Probably should have gone for that guy first after having gone the previous checkpoint. But oh well. I'll see if I can get him. I don't think I have any use for either of these two decoys otherwise, so it's okay if I use both of them on this. Yeah, here we go. Honestly, I'm not even... So, I don't know if I really even need the decoy here. What's useful with the decoy is just that it gets the guy to not attack me. The thing is, if there's a decoy that someone's locked onto, they'll go after the decoy even if you attack them. They will not aggro on you until after the decoy's dead. So I can set this thing up, have it walk around a little bit. This might be a little poor timing. No! Oh, shoot. That didn't work out. Can you see me through that? Of course you can. Oh, never mind, you couldn't. I guess I could perhaps try to kill him that way too, just by hiding behind this thing. Oh, I didn't realize he wasn't going after me there. Ah, that could be a good use for the decoys as well. While they're shooting away at a decoy, I can just punch them repeatedly, and they won't worry about it. Also, I think this enemy in particular might despawn after you grab the treasure. I'm not certain. I don't remember that guy being in front of the door here after you exit that room. But if you do it at the right time, you can absolutely get this guy to get stuck underneath the crate, I'm certain. I'll give it another shot. It's just the decoy is very slow, so.
Where'd he go?
They also seem a lot more inclined to notice the decoy than anyone else, which I find very interesting. I think also only has so much life, which is a problem. Oh, they're attacking me now. What the heck? There we go. Jeez. Alright. Unusually violent death there. So that's a couple guys dealt with. Are we ready for another checkpoint? We might be. Ah, there are more enemies over there. Who are they going after? Oh! Oh! So those enemies were actually... Where's the... Okay, I don't want to get crushed by that. So those enemies were spawning more... Those enemies were actually spawning reinforcements. They just weren't where I thought they were. Watch for the overhead crane. Don't get killed by it. I think what I'll do now is... I think that there ought to be a checkpoint right here. Oh. Not to be a checkpoint from picking up the crystal in there. It would probably be kind of dumb to try killing everything else here first. The thing is, I don't know if any of these enemies despawn or not. I think I'll see if I can deal with a few of these guys first. Oh, this guy's gonna have so much health. It's gonna take an eternity. This guy will lose me, right? If I do this? Yeah. So enemies are... Reinforcements are spawning, they're just not going after me. That's very interesting. Yeah, this guy specifically to go... Where I punch somebody matters a lot, because that affects how quickly I can get out of their line of sight. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll deal with this guy as long as it takes. Oh, be careful with the other cards too, jeez. And then we'll continue. I probably can get rid of the other guards by punching them too. I might get rid of all of them before going into the treasure room. I wish you guys could feel the tension as I do this. As every hit here is kind of a risk. Right after I stopped recording, I did get hit by... I pushed this guy in the wrong direction, and he had a line of sight of me longer than I intended. And he got one shot off on me. You can see that the taunt 16 that he carries, he's just facing right at me with that gun, does less damage than the Pig 16. Or Pig 38, yeah. Which I find interesting. But yeah, it's fine. health starting to be a concern and so on. This guy just taking so many hits. This is a little nerve-wracking. Like, I don't have a lot of cover here, you can see. He just stares right at me when I'm here. Anyways, I'll keep going. Okay, so this is probably 2 hits maybe left? Oh boy.
Ouch!
Let's see.
Nothing here.
That should be the last hit. Just to be safe. Cool. Alright, man. Ah! Those reinforcements had kind of disappeared for a long time. I hadn't seen them in a while. It's really just finally came running at me there. You guys disappear, please? Despawn. Okay. Not a lot of cats left here at this point, which is great. So, question now is, what do we do? I will go grab a little bit of healing just to be safe. It would be cool to not need it, but really, I should just play things safe at this point. Heal me, please. Strictly speaking, wasted a tiny amount of the health from that meat, because it healed me 2 bars and I was missing slightly less than 2, but whatever. Alright. Now... So I'm still a ways out without a checkpoint here. It's been a while since I've gone a checkpoint anywhere. I should get up and get a good view of who I can take out at this point, and how. So I'm kind of gunning at this point for... Oh, not up here. I'm kind of aiming at this point for getting rid of all of these guys before picking up the trash. Or the treasure. One man's trash, etc. There we go. So, can I deal with someone over here? Also, that guy can strictly speaking see you when you're up here, I think. The one that's... this guy. So I gotta be a little careful. So the one on the left is in... yeah, the one on the left is in good position to take out, I think. I may still have to be a little careful of the one on the right as I do so. You know, the better way of getting over there is probably to use the crane. It's not worth taking risks here, so let's go do that. Collisions just decided that I needed to move a bit to the side for a second there. And now we wait. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll ride the crane up to this platform here, and then right on the other side of this wall here is, or this wall too, is where we started. And that'll be all of the enemies dealt with, except for the ones that spawn when you grab the treasure, which I believe those are new spawns. But we should get a checkpoint there, I'm pretty certain, so we can deal with those guys when they come. Alright. No, yeah, I know, I'm not interested in that yet, Ugo. So it is a little annoying how stuff is set up here. Because there's that enemy there who could walk over to us and see us in theory. As we're trying to do our dirty business with the other guy. But as long as we pay a little attention, I think that should be okay. As long as the other enemies don't spawn somewhere stupid as well. It is possible there are other guards who are spawning and they're just in a weird spot. Yeah, they were on the left just now. We'll have to be careful with that. I don't think I could hide by the grating there. I just don't think the timing works. The geometry quite works out to where it gives me enough cover from him. Oh, I could use this geometry to hide this way. Yeah. Alright, so I think I'll do that for a little bit. And once this guy's dealt with, or almost dealt with, I will resume recording like usual. Okay. This guy's 2 hits away. Almost there.
Where'd he go?
Oh, come on. Okay, that lost me a chance to hit him. It's also going to throw off their cycles. Not that their cycles were really insane enemies to start with. I'm very deliberate about what side I try to hit them off at when I attack them. It's also very difficult to aim where you hit them if you attack them from very close. You want to try to attack them from kind of as far away as possible to have maximum aiming. Otherwise, you tend to accidentally hit them away at some oblique angle. Alright, after this, the other guy will be defenseless, more or less. I'd also have to, you know, respect the fact that he can kill me. But I've got, at the very least, this corner to deal with here. This corner that'll help me. As long as I just don't spawn, like, right here. That other guy did have one bit of backup spawning. That was annoying me. Shoot, that's a problem. Can you see me?
Nothing here.
No. Oh, thank God. Okay. So that's not a place I can hide. Because incidentally somebody spawns there. Right there. Okay. Shoot. This guy's actually got a... Someone's watching this guy's back, basically. Very effectively, for that matter. So where else can I really hide? Is that door open? Does it open from the outside? It doesn't open from the inside. Let me see here. No, that's annoying. Darn, I have precisely one corner that's really, really good to hide behind here. The problem is that this guy... Oh, this would be really bold. Can I hide behind that light fixture? You saw I managed to hide behind that light fixture just now, and it saved my life. I could have maybe put the guy to sleep, but otherwise there wasn't a lot I could do to protect myself there. This is very bold, especially considering that I have, like, no... Oh boy, it does not like me crouching here. This might be what I do. Okay. Are you serious? Can you see me now? Oh shoot, fall asleep. This is also all one try, too. Darn it. Oh boy. Can we pretend that I did this? It took me 40 minutes. Can we call this a theoretical win? I'm sorry, I don't have time to do more of this. Let's say this. I need to prove I can kill this guy. It stings not having actually killed the guy proper. But if we say Ah, killing this guy's gonna be harder too, because...
Where'd he go?
Oh, stop that! You saw how many guys I had killed there. I thought, yeah, this one last guy's not gonna be a problem. So, you would think that... I don't think I was particularly strong hubris on my part. That was a lot of enemies I just killed. This way. So I can't go over here. I can't put that guard to sleep, so... It's weird how he stopped seeing me for a second, too.
Where'd he go?
But only a second. Ugh. Yeah, come on. It's hard to say what it's like to try to kill this guy when everyone else is dead, when everyone else is not dead, too. Ugh. Man, that was a real hamper on something I was starting to feel very proud of.
Where'd he go?
Oh, stop that! How do your vision codes work?
Nothing here.
It's like over here apparently doesn't work, even though it seemed like it was working for a second too, which is very strange.
Where'd he go? There's one.
So now he can see me here. He couldn't before. For a moment he didn't see me, which is very odd. So I managed to get misled by,
Nothing here.
Yeah, see, and there he stops seeing me. I don't understand how this
Where'd
works.
he go? There's one.
What's also annoying is I just don't know if any of these... I don't know if the enemies that show up after you steal a crystal are... do I have to do this again or something? That took an eternity. My god, just the one last guy there too. But like he was... The one guard super spawning right there was perfect. It was the one obvious plan I had that got ruined. But now I can't even try to recreate that without killing everyone else. And like, just killing this guy alone, killing either of these guys takes forever. I don't really have the patience to kill all these guys one by one anymore. I already did it all. My controller's out of patience too. I can't even declare theoretical victory if I can't at least kill this guy. I need to ensure that it's possible. And I hate to just imagine that I actually pulled off something I didn't, but... I want to get rid of this guy. I don't have any weapons... Even if I wanted to, I don't have any weapons to get rid of this guy down below either. There's actually nothing I can do about him other than just killing him slowly. Slingshot doesn't even do anything either. Like, there's no way for me to even cheat against this guy. Nor can I go back to Towntown HQ right now. I'd have to redo the levels before this. Man, this is very infuriating. I'm not giving up on this one guy. He's the only enemy I don't know how to take out. I don't know what to do right now. In general, I don't really know how to try to take him out, really. I don't want to deal with these other enemies again, though. This one on the bottom took an eternity. Give me a minute to think, I guess. Okay, let this serve as vindication that this absolutely can be done. You can see so far I've taken no damage. I just gave this tactic another shot, basically. So far I've taken no damage. And you can actually hide yourself very consistently from him behind here. Even if he does start shooting at you, again, you can just hide behind here, and after shooting at you a few times and missing, he'll stop. You can actually get hit, 2 hits on him per cycle, basically. If you punch him really quickly as he starts walking away, then you get him one time here. And then the next time, he'll start walking away again. And punch him again. So I've got this guy figured out. He's being dealt with. How am I gonna let myself try to kill everything else this way too? It would be awesome to do it with no deaths too, but oh well. Let me give it one more shot, try and kill everything else. I've proven I can kill this guy. It's consistent. I took no damage doing this just now. Also, I need to get out of here. That could be a problem, actually. Can the other guy see this far? He might not be able to. Even if he can, I can probably run away just fine. Let me take another... I might take another shot at killing everyone one more time, as long as this all took, regardless. Just because I know this can be done now. But I'm going to take solace in the fact at the very least, even if I don't do it. The only reason I'm not doing it is I don't have time. I've proven I can do all of this consistently. I did all the other stuff first try, too. Just need to deal with this. I just need to deal with this one guy who I had the right strategy for, it just didn't work the first time for some reason. Alright, I'll see you in a second. However things turn out. Also, this guy should be easier now. I don't have to worry about cycles on the other enemy. Because the other guy's not watching anymore, which is very nice. Oh, hey, don't shoot at me. Anyways, like I said. This one time, these guards spawned right here and saw me. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they decided to saw me this one time. They aren't willing to unsee me, it feels like. Awesome, great. Well, you saw it was consistent before. Oh boy. I thought I paused the recording, so...
Where'd he go? There's one.
Okay, that's a problem. Why in the world is there another guard super that disappeared right there? That's not where they should be.
Nothing here.
Okay. So, the game has started spawning an armored guard sweeper in a very unusual location. This is a location I cannot easily do anything about, because it's right in front of this guy. Which is kind of weirdly similar to what happened last time, although last time I absolutely could have killed the guy, I just didn't manage to hide behind a pole right for some reason. This one... we've got an issue. As you saw just now, an armored guard super got spawned right next to him. I don't know how I can do something about that. Particularly if I want to crush the guy. But the problem is, well, now I've lost one chance to crush him, because I had to run. But I also don't really see how to try to kill the guy otherwise. I could say let's stop being crazy, and let's just activate the checkpoint so we can do this more without taking ridiculous risks in doing so. The one thing is, this is the one guy I was scared might despawn if you actually... Oh, stop. Make it break me, stop. This might be the one guy who actually despawns if you break into that room. I may be wrong. Maybe he doesn't despawn. I hope not. If he does, I'm going to be annoyed, but it will still end with there being no enemies in the stage, which is something. And I've also shown that it is possible to kill this guy, it's just that this one Okay. That's a problem. This one particular time, I can still get around. Can I still get around this? Oh, that was a weirdly delayed. Yeah, so that armored guy spawns right on the other side of this wall, which is very strange. This guy wasn't spawning before. Why is he spawning now? Do different enemies get spawned in different places if you killed everyone? But, like, I never saw him get spawned there before. The game gets weird. I don't understand how the reinforcements function. I thought that some of these guys didn't spawn reinforcements at all. It turns out they did, just in places they couldn't usually reach me from. Which is especially weird. But yes, I'll activate the checkpoint, then I'm pretty sure activates by getting the big crystal fragment. And then we'll continue here. I should be able to... Thing is, after you get the big crystal fragment, this door opens. Well, not door, but, you know, that wall opens. Which is probably... which might be an opportunity to do something with this guy. Otherwise, it just gives me an opportunity to be less... it gives me a checkpoint that I can use to make multiple shots at using the decoy as well. So far, I tried to use the decoy to kill the guy, although it didn't actually do anything in practice, so... So far, in a sense, I haven't actually used any implements whatsoever. I have not used my slingshot at all. I attempted to use one decoy, but didn't do anything. So it's equivalent to having done anything. You see for a second here, all the guards despawn, but I don't think it's permanent. I think it's just for a second here. I think it's just to lure you out here. I hope that guy doesn't stay disappearing. I'm going to be very upset if he does, but I've proven I can kill all these guys. Except for the one time I didn't kill this guy. Then the game gets weird, because these two guys spawn. But if you just walk away from them, they won't see you. Because the alarm turns off, and they'll turn around, they give up partway into coming into the room. After which, on the road, they don't just stay there, do they? Oh, so we did get a checkpoint, right? Did the game say whether or not we got a checkpoint? But we did, darn it, one of those guys did despawn. That's really annoying. And I have new guys to kill. And this guy's gonna see me, but... I've already dealt with this guy before, so it's fine. Also, alarms don't go off anymore. I'm annoyed I didn't kill that guy, but I know I can. That counts for something, right? Oh, what? Oh, they don't even...
Nothing here. Where'd he go?
They don't raise alarms anymore. Oh, that's actually a problem.
Nothing here.
Huh. These guys are harder because they don't raise alarms now. The alarms just don't... They're not a mechanic anymore. I hate to, like, give up on a thing, but I feel kind of done right now. Like, I don't want to, like, give up on the challenge, but at the same time, like, this is a 4 or 5 minute episode. You can see it's taken me, like, an hour and a half to record. I'm being irresponsible with my life recording this much of this right now. So... There's also a responsible here, which is good. I'll have to take... especially since I don't have a checkpoint anymore where that other guy's still alive, I kind of have to say, okay, whoops. The guy despawned, but we know how to kill him, and we have killed him. The game just got weird with us for a second, so okay, there's that. The one thing that's actually a problem now is that we have... these two guys to deal with. In theory, we could try to crush them.
Where'd he go? There's one. Where'd he go? There's one. Ouch!
And nothing thing died. So these guys I could crush. Dealing with all these guys will actually be really hard because they don't... Because they don't set off alarms. The camera's different now when you respawn. They don't set off alarms, which is actually a major issue because that means they fire back way faster. Oh, that can also crush you that way. I never can crush against a wall in this game. I feel forced to prove I can kill these guys, even though I feel really done with this right now. Like, I might even just stop recording for now. Because, like, I've recorded well... I've spent well over a whole recording session's time on this. I don't care what you're doing. I was also kind of liking the idea of... Darn it. This thing takes forever to lower. But I don't want these last couple enemies to be what prevents you from actually doing this properly. And pulling this whole thing off would be really cool. Yeah, I was wondering if I could run through here. Still can in theory, it's just...
Nothing here.
I feel like that choke point might be useful, it's just... Your punch range is so short. Oh, come on.
Where'd he go? There's one.
Can you not get behind this one? Alright. Carlos is going to be giving me a hard time after all this, which is sad, but... There has to be a way through this. This doesn't seem obviously impossible or anything, it's just annoying. I am annoyed that I use my other decoy.
Where'd he go? There's one.
Let's stop that. I'm annoyed that I use my other decoy, because that will give me a few more chances to lure these guys under the crusher if I want to do it that way. That seems like the most realistic way of doing this, honestly. It's just that I have two sets of enemies here that are both actually very difficult to deal with.
Where'd he go? There's one.
And no checkpoints between them.
Nothing here.
I just stopped seeing you very quickly. This guy's easy to get around, which is good, but can't stand on that. These guys. Like, if I could lure these guys over here... Like, that seems kind of doable, doesn't it? The timing would be really annoying. It doesn't seem kind of plausible to lure these guys through this corner while this is dropping. At least one of them, if not both. It's gonna be really obnoxious to try to do this and also deal with the other guy. Hey, I'm over here.
Where'd he go? There's one.
There we go, that's one. I should probably give up on the idea of not actually using the meat that I have here. There's no point in trying to tack on no healing as a challenge. I'm more concerned about getting killed in a single encounter here than having to keep up my health between multiple encounters, so I'm fine with wasting the 1 bar of health that I wasted there. Dude.
Where'd he go? There's one.
Whatever, fine if I get hit, just... You see the idea, right? Like, the idea is sound. I didn't manage to do it twice, it's just oddly hard to get these guys' attention sometimes. Although I messed up there, was actually just accidentally going down there. I didn't mean to.
Where'd he go? There's one.
Okay, neither of these guys are going to be a problem right now.
Nothing here.
I think I'll go back. Okay. So the way of dealing with these guys, which also does not...
Where'd he go?
Yeah, get over here.
Where'd he go? There's one. Nothing here.
Ah, don't hit me through there. Ah, the timing is annoying though. You have to get them to not have too much time to shoot at you while you do this. This may be like the 1 episode, or 2nd episode, I guess. Is that 1 or 2 episodes? This is the 2nd one, I think. That I put out this week. Also, didn't I manage to not get noticed by those guys at least once? How'd that happen?
Nothing here.
Okay. This time.
Where'd he go? There's one.
That was very poorly executed on my part. As was that. You have a lot of... If you attack a second time within a fairly long window of time after attacking the first time, you do a second attack. But the second attack leaves you immobile for a long time. It's weird. A lot of the time I was able to just walk left there and be fine. No one would give me any grief.
Where'd he go? There's one.
I can probably manage this right now.
Nothing here.
It's just that it's really hard to predict when they're gonna see you.
Where'd he go? There's one.
Ugh. Oh, come on, did I push him all the way out of the way? That knockback is crazy. When did that happen? Oh no, his base just got stuck there.
Where'd he go?
How'd that even happen? I managed to get both these guys, I just got myself killed one of those times.
Where'd he go?
Over here.
There's one.
There. I should go grab that meat from earlier. Unfortunately, it's still not guaranteed I'm going to be able to kill this guy. Because this guy's actually a major menace, too. Just by virtue of not calling security. This guy's in a spot that it's easy to... This guy's in a spot that is not otherwise very difficult to deal with.
Where'd he go? There's one.
Trying to time my jumps very carefully to make that work. There we go. Okay. So we got two of these guys down. There's just one more enemy to deal with, and it's actually a kind of hard one. Like that.
Nothing here.
Unfortunately, we need to punch them kind of an arbitrarily large number of times to kill them. I think I crawled through this last time. Did enemies even spawn if I set off the alarm here? Anyways. So yeah, so now I need to find a consistent way to hit this guy without getting hit back, which is highly non-trivial, because I need to melee him and then not get shot running away. Which if I can run around the corner immediately is plausible, but that's not easy to do. Like that. Like, I can take some hit. Oh, I can take one more hit. That's all I can survive. Ugh. Yeah, this has not worked so far. If I can learn... I do think there's a rhythm you can double jump with to avoid getting hit, but it's highly non-trivial to actually accomplish. Okay, so one odd idea here is... I know I can survive running from him if I run over here.
Where'd he go? There's one. Nothing here.
Not really what I had in mind, but...
Where'd he go? There's one.
Can I get him to run after me somewhere where...
Nothing here.
Ah, kind of like that?
Where'd he go? There's one.
Not like that. Trying to punch him around the corner. I guess I should deal with this guy first. The other two are annoying, but not as hard. Maybe? Okay, I don't know how to not get seen by those guys. I've pulled it off multiple times, and it felt consistent, and now I learned that it's actually not.
Nothing here.
See, this guy, they shoot back so fast.
Nothing here.
There has to be a way to... Or is it just a time you need to jump with? How do you not get hit by them? I managed to not get hit while running away sometimes, I just don't know how. Give me a minute to figure it out, I guess, because you've probably seen enough of me just messing about here. Okay, after a lot of experimentation, I think I found a way of dealing with this guy. So, I can go around this corner and not get killed in the process. You know what? Never mind. Let's do another take of this, please. Still not entirely consistent on it. It's hard to do, but it can't. I did it 2 or 3 times in a row prior to recording it just now. Restarting recording, which is why I thought it was ready for me to attempt it.
Nothing here.
The hardest part is just getting the punch, so go over here, try to punch him just around the corner, which can be done, and then stay below him like this.
Nothing here.
The hardest part is if you merely walk into this wall, you'll start sidling against it. And if you're sidling, you can't punch. So you have to if you do end up cycling, you do have to just bail.
Nothing here. Where'd he go? There's one.
But I can do this semi-consistently? Consistently enough. So we got a way to kill this guy now.
Nothing here.
I'll go heal and then I'll keep doing that until I kill the guy. And then we'll try to kill the other ones. Getting both in one go will be annoying. Fun fact, by the way, I just heard this meat respawn. I guess you can get infinite health that way, instead of relying on finite resources. Yeah, whatever.
Where'd he go?
There you go. Okay, now I just need to get rid of the other guys. Which is a big just, but, well, I haven't done it in a while either, but...
Where'd he go? There's one.
Having fit healing will help. Alright. There's that. I didn't realize the healing respawned for some reason. So, that will also help a good deal. So I just need to deal with this one last guy here. I've killed everyone in this stage except for this guy, with only my hands. Alright. I also wasted a decoy at one point, but didn't actually use it to kill anyone, so never mind that part. I have not used any actual implements whatsoever to kill anyone, other than just punching them. They're over here.
Where'd he go? There's one.
Okay. So that's this stage entirely devoid of any life. I have killed everyone with my fists. All of them. Oh man. So yeah, I think I'll just say this is all the recording to be done for this series for this week. Which, yeah, could be a little unfortunate on the whole video schedule thing, but this stage took a lot. Hopefully this is at least somewhat entertaining to see. I realize parts were probably boring, but other parts of it I hope were interesting and enthralling, and one wondered whether I could actually pull this off. Still a bummed that one enemy ended up despawning instead of anything else, but it's still the case. I did kill everything using, well, not even any weapons, or space controls at all, which I think is pretty cool. Everything dead. Awesome. In that case, although, arguably the one enemy that I accidentally despawned, but I have killed before, the way I have killed it before is using the decoy, so maybe using the one decoy that you come here with. But otherwise, this is, oh, this got turned back on for some reason. Otherwise, you know what, I don't care. I mean, that sweeper doesn't count for reasons we already established. That's a character that would just despawn anyways. In the, you know, it's an enemy that despawns as soon as the alarm goes off. Well done indeed! That was something. Yeah, Carlos is gonna mock us for... Oh wow. Carlos approves! I died tons. I took an extremely large amount of time. Like, dying a lot gives you, what is it, Bruised Bandit? Taking a lot of time gives you Butt Scratching Bandit, I think? And maybe the Bruised Bandit one's wrong. I think that the name might be something else. But this one, I don't know if the difference is between Rough Deck and Berserker, but apparently, me having killed everyone by my bare hands is enough to overpower both of those things, dying an extremely large number of times and having taken maximum time. The game recognizes this achievement. Very nice. In celebration, let's hear that one part of the song that nobody ever gets to hear because they never sit on the screen long enough. Cool.
Looks like the sweepers are finally gone.
You bet they are. I had a hand on that. I am very dirty with the blood of cats, I guess. Alright. I'm sure the game's actually saved here. Maybe if I just go to Carlos's place and come out. The next time we'll do more pig, I guess! The final pig stage, which will be nothing, I think, compared to the prior one. But, hey, a little easy come down after that will be nice, I think. Cool. So, I'll see everyone next time, and easier pig shenanigans. Hopefully still fun, but just, you know, not this absurd in the difficulty and so on. But I feel proud of this. I just waltzed into the time factory, killed everyone with my bare hands, and walked out. Beautiful. Bye, everyone. I guess I ended up making this challenge to something more than I thought I would. I am going to go back to trying to be responsible with how I use my time. I haven't done a very good job of it today. Hopefully you have. I don't know. Bye.